Hello, welcome back to the We Are City channel for our FC24 Season 2 Manchester City career mode finale, the grand finale. Manchester City sit top of the Premier League table on 84 points, 2 points clear of second place Liverpool, and 1 win away from lifting the Premier League title for a 5th season in a row. 4 in a row had never been done before. 5 in a row certainly hasn't. City have done 4 in a row. City are on course to do 5 in a row. You can see here we've lost more games than Liverpool, but drawn less. The draws of what have cost Liverpool, really. Too many draws. We've got 91 plus goal difference, 48 goals conceded. Liverpool have a lot better defence. We've got a lot better attack. Liverpool do have the better goal difference all around. But we are 2 points clear. 3 points away. Going away to Goodison Park, and then it's West Ham United away from home as well. That could be a bit of an exhibition match, really, for City against West Ham, because by that time, City will have already won the Premier League if we are to beat Everton. Credit to Liverpool, by the way, they have pushed us all the way this season. Much closer title race than it was last season. Last season, we started poor, and we just went an upward trajectory and just kept going up and up and up and overtook everyone. This season, we started on a bit of a low. Went on a high and then dropped off again towards the end, and you thought that was it, but we've come right back up again towards the end. Had a really good run of results, and Liverpool had a poor run of results. They couldn't handle the pressure, could Jurgen Klopp's side. They will finish second. It looks like Newcastle and Arsenal will finish third and fourth. However, Chelsea is still in there, and Spurs in that top 4 race. As the relegation battle, Norwich are down. Leeds United look like they're probably down, and Palace as well, actually, the 3 relegation sides. Let's have a look at the actual top goal scorers and so in the league. How far is Haaland off breaking the record? So in the Premier League, Erling Haaland has matched his record of 36 goals from 2 seasons ago. It would be now. Eze's got 14 goals, by the way, the same as Alvarez. And then assist-wise, Lucas Paquetá is up there with Kevin De Bruyne at 10, Eze with 10, Kovacic with 8. Kovacic's had a good season in terms of that. I don't expect to see our name in the clean sheet record. It will be Alisson top with 14, Edison second with 9. Wow, and we've been really we can see an average 2 goals a game. But there you are, Erling Haaland, a goal in any of the last 2 games. He'll break his 36 goal Premier League record with 37 goals. Well, scouts have brought us a player here which I'm not so sure about actually making a move for at all. He's been heavily linked with Manchester City. It's Nico Williams of Athletic Bilbao. He's had a man-of-the-match performance. They've watched him play. Now, Savio hasn't really made the impact we expected this season. And our scout has said, well, if Savio is, a write-off for next season, but I don't think he is. I want to trust Savio for the long-term future. Nico Williams would be a good option. Williams is a winger with lots of flair and pace, skill and drive. He's wonderful one-on-one ability, just like Jeremy Doku, which is fantastic. However, Williams has the energy to drive 50 metres with the ball. I don't think Doku can drive as much stamina as Nico Williams. He's still developing his ability to pick the right pass and his finishing, but he's certainly a raw talent to keep an eye on. And if we were to sort of say, right, we'll cut our losses on Savio, his move's not worked out in the Premier League because he didn't have the best of seasons last year, and we'll move him on to a CFG side or sell him for maybe a bit of a profit, more than 20 million, okay, but I want to keep an eye on Savio. And of course, we've got young players in the youth team as well. Nico Williams, just an option. Pre-match report for Sean Dyche, Everton here at Goodison Park. They have really picked up in terms of where they were a few seasons ago before Dyche took charge. 8th place in the Premier League table. 2 wins, 2 losses and 1 draw in the last few games, but 8th place, a very good result for them in the top 10. It's going to be Pickford, signed from Newcastle, Lewis Hall, Tarkowski, Borges and Patterson at the back, 5. Garner, Andre Gomes, Doucouré, Poirot the key man, and McNeil in the midfield, 5. Beto starts up top, he's very dangerous. Tosin Abrayo, Maximiliano, Arnold, Chimiti, Keane, Kaveci, Mopai and Virginia on the bench. We know the way they want to play. We know that key man Poirot. I think Beto is more of a key player, to be honest with you. He's very dangerous. We knocked them out of the FA Cup in late circumstances, and today we look to lift the Premier League title in Liverpool, but not at the home of the side that have been battling with us. It's Everton, their rivals. This is how I'm going to go with for Everton today. Edison starts the goal. It's Diaz, Stones and Ake, the back 3. Rodri, Alvarez, De Bruyne and Eze, the midfield 4, with Doku on the left, Bob on the right, and Haaland through the middle of the bench. We've got Savio, Grealish, Luis Kovacic, Subamendi, Barco, Walker. No Vardiol today. No Akanji. Both players rested. City look to win the league title here today and lift it in Liverpool. Attacking lineup from Manchester City here at Goodison Park. City versus Everton. Premier League title on the line. Will Everton want us to win this? And to obviously not give their rivals Liverpool a title lift. I don't know if we'll lift the title today. Maybe it'll be in the game against West Ham. But today, mathematically, we can win the Premier League title. City versus Everton. Big game at Goodison Park. It's live. So Manchester City versus Everton. Title on the line here today, perhaps, for Manchester City. And also a record for Erling Haaland, who could break the goal-scoring record with 37 goals if he was to score today. Stones can't get hold of the Everton man straight away. Into Beto. Rodri in the box here. Beto with a strike just past the post. But what a start that could have been for Everton. Might be the start of seeing. I mean, Savio's also a player we've got for that right-hand side. Beto with a chance here. Good save from Edison. Chance falls back to them. What is Edison's positioning? And away by Ake. Manchester City in trouble here. Good play from Puado again. Why'd they go? Rodri beat him. Andre Gomes. Beto scores 1-0 Everton. It's been coming. Everton have been all over us in these first 11 minutes, and Beto scores. He's a really good player. I think that's his 18th of the season. Everton have battered us. Absolutely battered us. They deserve the goal. Beto does get a goal. It is goal number 18 of the season. So poor from Manchester City. A really bad start by City. Really bad start. Rodri. Back into John Stones. Kevin De Bruyne. Kev. Bob. Alvarez lets it run. Alvarez shoots here. 1-1. And Julian Alvarez scores. 16th of the season for the Argentinian. And City equalise in the 17th minute. Assist for Oscar Bob, who continues to impress off that right-hand side. Into Bob. Into Alvarez. What a finish across the goalkeeper, Pickford. That's a great one from Alvarez. He's 16th of the season. I think that is. Come on, City. Mustn't forget, Eze's in absolutely wonderful goal-scoring form at the moment as well. Over to Doku. Doku. Eze. Back to Doku. Little nutmeg, he can't pull it off. Doku keeps going though away from Patterson. Doku pulls it back. Eze again! On away! And Haaland was there as well, looking for the goal-scoring competition record goal, which would make it 37 goals for the season in the Premier League. Right to Doku. Back to Alvarez. Alvarez, great skill. Great skill by Alvarez. Over to Bob. Oh, De Bruyne didn't even make the run there. That's a late one on Bob by Lewis Hall. An injured Oscar Bob now. A nasty challenge on him. Bob. Brilliant. Eze. Eze. Eze from range and straight to the hands of Pickford. That wasn't the right option from Eze, I don't think. Like McNeil. Giving away to Kevin De Bruyne. Alvarez. Oscar Bob. Eze. Oscar Bob! Past the post. That's what I meant to do. De Bruyne. De Bruyne. What a switch of play by De Bruyne into Jeremy Doku here. Doku. Doku. Oh, tackle too easy. He's struggled today, Doku, actually. Ake. Back wide to Patterson. Beats Nathan Ake. Patterson in. Diaz away. Jeremy Doku up to Haaland. That'll be half-time. City 1, Everton 1. As it stands, City would not lift the Premier League title today. They need to come away with the 3 points and the win. Haaland hasn't got his record-breaking goal either. Oh, for City. Back to Rodri. Into Eze. Eze wide to Jeremy Doku here. Doku away from Patterson. Doku, lovely speed. Doku. Doku. De Bruyne! Oh, blocked away by Everton just. Lewis Hall, Oscar Bob in there. Hall puts his foot absolutely through that. And it falls to Beto. And Stones can't beat Beto to it, can he? Oof. Maybe move Doku to the right. Chance for Everton here. Puado. The far post here. Chance for Dwight McNeil. Big save from Eddie. City get away with it. Alvarez. Dwight McNeil cuts inside Stones. John Stones makes a wonderful recovery challenge. Oscar Bob. Back into De Bruyne. Back wide to Oscar Bob. Great play. Bob. Through to Alvarez. Alvarez into Haaland here. It could be the title-deciding goal for Erling Haaland, who breaks the Premier League record that he set 2 seasons ago. Goal number 32 for Erling Haaland. Or 37, sorry. Goal number 32. Goal number 37 for Erling Haaland. Great play. Alvarez in. And finished off by Erling Haaland. Goal number 37 for the season. In the Premier League, that is. He breaks the record. New competition record Haaland has just broke there. Alvarez. Back wide to Oscar Bob here. Bob. Into the box here. Alvarez down to De Bruyne. Fouled there by James Garner's been so good. Oh, he gets away with a lot of fouls. Rodri, brilliant. Doku. Eze. Eze. Haaland across it! Oh! Just past the post by Haaland to make it 3-1. Eze. Stand off him. They shouldn't have done. Here's Doku. Haaland. Haaland with a little flick of his own. Bob. Oscar Bob blocked away by Lewis Hall. Oh, and Alvarez can't get there. Here is Ake. Doku. Oh, that's more like the Jeremy Doku we know. Doku. Eze. Alvarez. Oh. Oscar Bob was at the far post. Couldn't get it to him. Beto. Everton counter again. Long ball forward. Headed on by Everton again. Stones in there. Falls to Dwight McNeil. Ruben Diaz slides in. Lovely challenge. De Bruyne. Haaland. Back wide to Kevin De Bruyne. They're in trouble here. De Bruyne. Alvarez. On to Eze here. Eze, who's got great goal scoring for at the moment. Eze's in again. Eze gets another goal. 3-1 Manchester City. That might just be game. And that might just be Manchester City champions. Great ball by Alvarez through to Eze. And he's in just great goal scoring form, Eze. He can't stop scoring. And he's in again. And he scores again, does Eze. What a player. It's took him his time to adapt. Rodri wide to Doku. It's a bad pass. It's a really bad pass by Rodri. Here's Puado. Ruben Diaz can't win it. He takes out Puado. That could be a card of the colour red for Ruben Diaz and he's returned to the side. I'm not exactly sure. It's a yellow card for Diaz. Well, he was through there. He was absolutely through there. Good play by Everton. They'll work it wide here. Into Beto again. Ruben Diaz across again. Beto's beat him. Edison comes out. John Stones misses it and Puado makes it 3-2. With moments left here, Everton, I don't think they're going to go on and win this. Puado with a goal. Good play here. I think Stones should get to this one before Puado. He should be fighting more for that, Stones, really. 3-2. Javier Puado gets his 6th of the season. Obviously a very good player. Behind to De Bruyne by Savio. KDB. De Bruyne. In. Haaland is there. Away by Pickford. I think it's a foul by Haaland for being a little bit over-aggressive, going for the spectacular. Minutes on the clock. Come on, ref. Surely full-time whistle goes here. City know what that means. Mathematically, Manchester City are now Premier League champions. Premier League champions again. We've done it. City are Premier League champions. We win the title on Merseyside against the side from Merseyside. Sadly, it wasn't a big win over Liverpool. I mean, they beat us 6-1 Liverpool. Every time Liverpool faces, they beat us, which is fair enough. But in the end, Manchester City come out on top. Celebrations here for the City players who know 5 seasons in a row to win the Premier League title is not something done easy. But Manchester City have done it. And that shows the quality we do have as a team. And there is an early trophy lift so we can have a little bit of relax going to that final game of the Premier League against West Ham United at Upton Park. Or at the West Ham United ground, it used to be Upton Park. And then it's the FA Cup final, so City can do the double still this season. Pep Guardiola's side can still do a double despite crashing out the Champions League. And up steps Kevin De Bruyne there, signed the new contract at the midway point in the season. He's been key, he's been pivotal. 5 in a row. Manchester City Premier League champions. So good. And that is the biggest trophy we're going to lift this season. We couldn't get through the quarterfinals of the Champions League against Paris Saint-Germain, who did so well. It was disappointing, but we've won the Premier League for 5 seasons in a row. No other team's ever won it 4 years in a row, and we've done 2 more than that. We've done 2 more than that, the 3 that is already the record. So that shows the quality we have. And I want to win the double. The FA Cup is still on. It looks like it'll be Arsenal-Leicester in the final. I didn't keep an eye on who won the other semi-final. But Kevin De Bruyne celebrates just another trophy to his name. These players celebrate just another trophy to their name. When Pep Guardiola's around, success continues. And it just never, ever stops. I've got to agree with EA Sports on this one. Julian Alvarez, man of the match. 8.9 rating, 2 assists and a goal. He was brilliant in behind Erling Haaland today. With Crystal Palace looking likely for relegation, Manchester City looking to bolster and revamp their back line. Homegrown player Mark Guehi seems to be a good option for Manchester City. He's been linked here with City, Arsenal and Manchester United are all showing strong interest in the Crystal Palace and England international defender Mark Guehi. The former Chelsea man has caught the eye with strong performances for multiple seasons now at a Premier League level. And Man City looking to bolster their ageing back line next summer with other defenders such as Walker, Ake and Akanji all linked with moves away. So City looking to make a move in the defence. This seems to make sense, doesn't it, Mark Guehi to Manchester City? He has been linked with City in real life. I mean, a defender who is very solid, in a good age to be developed, and, you know, really made into a proper defender by Pep Guardiola. One who's good in the ball, he's very good in the ball already. He's in a side currently at Crystal Palace who are about to get relegated in this save, so that means he's probably got a relegation clause in his contract. I'm hoping for around 30 to 40 million. That would mean a cut price deal for Mark Guehi. And I think this is going to be a bit of a battle for Crystal Palace's Mark Guehi. He's an England international, which is brilliant. He's homegrown, which you're always looking for in our 25-man squad, needing those 8 homegrown players. So Mark Guehi to Manchester City. That will start to heat up, I think, as we get into Season 3 or towards the end of the season. Manchester City very interested, like Arsenal, like Manchester United. And I expect United and Arsenal want, maybe even Chelsea as well, want to do battle for Mark Guehi. But I think he is probably the best option out there. The players we're looking at in terms of central defence and all the players we have scouted. Diamande, another one, and some others as well. Mark Guehi seems like the favourite to join Manchester City next summer. Well, there you have it. Manchester City Premier League winners with 87 points with 1 game to spare against West Ham United. And we're going to rotate the side against West Ham, play some players that maybe won't be playing again for the club next season. I don't want to lose players, but I wouldn't be surprised if we were to lose some players. Well, Lucas Paquetá is back from his suspension for West Ham United, who sit in 10th place in the Premier League table, with 1 win in their last game, but 3 losses and a draw before that. Areola will start in goal with Mukiele, Aguad, Mavropanos and Rico Henry the back 4. It's Doan, Alvarez, Souček, Afif and Lucas Paquetá, the midfield behind Angel Correa. Luisao, De Los Santos, Cornet, Ings, Lafont, Zuma and Kudus on the bench. No key players picked out. We know the key one is Lucas Paquetá. Well, party atmosphere for the City fans that have travelled to Upton Park. Party atmosphere for the City fans that have travelled to the London Stadium. Manchester City take on West Ham United with a rotated side. Ortega starts in goal. It is Walker, Akanji, Ake and Barco, the back 4. Zubimendi starts alongside Kovacic in the midfield tilt with Nico O'Reilly in front. Savio on the right, Grealish on the left and Alvarez at striker. No, Erling Haaland at striker. He can go and break the record by even more. Alvarez, Doku, De Bruyne, Eze, Rico Lewis, Rodri and Vardy on the bench. No Carson, no Edison, no Bobby who's injured, no Foden who's injured, no Núñez is injured. Ceballos, Diaz and Stones miss out. Come on, City, let's win this one and show the quality we do have. So arriving at London Stadium, Manchester City already Premier League champions, already broke all records with 5 Premier League titles in a row. Erling Haaland has already broke the Premier League record with 37 goals this season. He starts today with some City players that might not play again for Manchester City. Maybe this is their final goodbye at the London Stadium in the FA Cup. Out come the 2 sides. The champions of England will be given guard of honour by the West Ham players. City, champions again. Strange here at the London Stadium. A little pullback here to Alvarez. Doan here. Oh, Grealish with tackle in the box. A penalty. Penalty for West Ham to kick off the game. Sure, referee. I'm sure this was a penalty. I didn't even press tackle. Lucas Paquetá against Ortega. Stefan Ortega can't save. It went the right way. And Everton take the lead through Lucas Paquetá. Up steps the West Ham man. Back and firing for West Ham. And a good finish from the spot. He scores his 15th goal this season. Well, he's still pulling out the numbers despite missing the first 6 months. 15 goals and 10 assists. When you've only played 6 months of football, maybe we missed out on a real superstar there in Paquetá. I mean, Eze's been wonderful for us. Grealish. Jack Grealish against Doan. Barco. Grealish. Down touchline to Barco here. Barco lifts one. Nico O'Reilly at the far post. Oh, what a save by Areola. What a save by Alphonse Areola there. Nico O'Reilly nearly got himself, I think that would have been his first Premier League goal. Barco. Grealish. It's Barco again. Barco pulls one back. Savio takes it in the box here. Savio into Nico O'Reilly. Back wide to Grealish. Look at Haaland at the far post here. Haaland at the far post. What a save by Areola again. I think he's offside, Erling Haaland. What a save by Areola again. In by Grealish. Near post here. Headed away. Grealish again. In. Haaland on the volley. Oh, Areola makes another spectacular save. What a performance by the Frenchman. Grealish in. Away by West Ham. Akanji. Grealish. Akanji. Martin Zubimendi. Nico O'Reilly. Nico O'Reilly in the turn. Blocked away by Aguad. Behind for another corner for City. We're pushing it. Can't seem to score. Grealish in. Away by West Ham again. Akanji. O'Reilly. It's Nico O'Reilly blocked in the box. Kovacic it falls to. And still they get it away, West Ham United. Afif. Another one for Grealish to swing him. In. Savio at the near post. Savio down in the box. Referee. He's on the end of that. Down the box. He was on the end of that, Savio. Areola long. Doan. Ake with a good challenge in the box there. Back out to Grealish. The referee's going to blow the half-time whistle. Manchester City find themselves, the champions find themselves 1-0 down to West Ham here. Should have scored plenty of goals. Second half underway, so Lucas Paquetá, penalty the difference between us and West Ham United. The only difference. We've been the better side. They know it, a thief. Ball from Walker, a thief. So hard to defend because the camera angle's so dodgy. Falls to Douan here. Big save from Ortega. What a save from Ortega. Chich. Nico O'Reilly. Savio. Oh, Savio. That ball to Kyle Walker's got to find him. And he doesn't do it. Here's Rico Henry. He's got bags of pace. Henry. Into Correa. Big save from Ortega. We're going to make the changes here now. Going to make the changes. Kevin De Bruyne. Maybe. Eze, maybe. I think Doku for Grealish is one change I want to make. And we're going to bring on Eze for Kovacic here. So a double change. So applause from the City fans for Jack Grealish and also for Mateo Kovacic. Mohamed Kudus comes on for a thief. Barco the man in space. Barco. Doku. Doku runs to the byline. Great play by Doku. Pulls it back here. Chance for Eze. Good block by West Ham United. They get it away again. Well, they might get a 1-0 win here at the end of the season against City. A little bit lucky. Doan away from Ake. Doan. Zubimendi. Great challenge by Martin Zubimendi. So perhaps a final applause for Kyle Walker. For Nathan Ake. Two players, two wonderful servants to the club. Kyle Walker. Off he comes now. Might get a game in the FA Cup final maybe for Manchester City. Off he comes in maybe his final ever Premier League appearance. Oh, that's a terrible one by West Ham. Doku picks it up. Doku. Oh, he's dispossessed by Mukiele. Unlucky. Correa. Well, Haaland looks like he's not going to get that 38th goal. Here's Mukiele. Zubimendi slides in. It's going to be a West Ham United penalty. Is it? Correa. Off his line here. Ortega beaten at the near post. 2-0 West Ham United to end the season in the Premier League. Angel Correa with a finish. Well, City have pushed all game. Oh. Forward, Akanji down. Alvarez back out to Savio. We end the Premier League season there with a 2-0 defeat away from home at West Ham United. We saw some of the players that maybe won't be at the club next season play. But it doesn't matter. The Premier League season is over. You can see the celebration of the City players. They know they're still Premier League champions. We still lift the trophy. And it's fantastic scenes to see City celebrate once again as Premier League winners. Brilliant scenes. City, fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. The players know that the end of the season 5 times in a row, City. Well, different sort of youth scout on my youth academy here, not from a youth league game, but actually from an international friendly where Thomas Galvez made his debut, international senior debut for Finland. 1 assist in the game as the Finland side lost 2-1 to Austria. He's got a 79 potential, Tom Galvez, but I think there's more to him. I do. He's a modern day fullback. He's comfortable playing inside in central roles. He has the potential to play for Man City as a backup. He said in recent interviews, Galvez, that he is a big fan of Rico Lewis, and currently he's made his senior Finland international debut and could be set on loan to continue to improve as a footballer. I think Joel Ndala season 3, Thomas Galvez season 4, maybe even more youth players we can bring through 2 or 3 in a single season, because there is some really high quality players in our youth system. As we know, we show at the start of the series, and Thomas Galvez has started to really make an impact, and the fact that he's made his senior international debut for Finland shows in his position in his country, for his country, he's one of the best out there. He counts as homegrown because he is, I think, born in England. And I just think there's something about him that I really do like. A backup to Barco, can play the central role like Rico Lewis and Barco, can play an overlapping role as well. Thomas Galvez, I'm going to keep an eye on him. He looks like a real good player. Well, I've decided for the end of season roundup where we go through all the players' scores and stats and everything, that will be in a separate episode. So we're not going to do that in today's episode at the end of this one. We're going to enjoy this one instead because we've just won the Premier League. And in the FA Cup final, you can see there, Leicester City beat Arsenal 2-0 at Wembley, meaning it's City versus Leicester City in the FA Cup final. Season roundup and the awards and so on will be in a separate episode after this one. Instead, let's just enjoy the FA Cup final to end the season. Well, pre-match reports shows this Leicester City side have lost 3, won 1 and drawn 1 of their last few games. They've got a strong side, actually. One of those players in the midfield starting is on loan from us in Alexander Robertson. It's Daka up top with Mkhitaryan and also Mavidi on the wide areas. It's Fabian Ruiz, what's the signing, with Captain Winks and Robertson in the midfield 3. Marisic, Sotar, Vestergaard and Thomas the back 4. Mads Hermansen starts and goal with Opoku, Ward, Cannon, Zawolski, Faze, Bergonio and also Ndidi on the bench. Really strong side. Daka's the key man. FA Cup final, here we come. So this is the Manchester City side for the FA Cup final. In goal starts Stefan Ortega, it's Nathan Ake, John Stones and Josh Gvardiol, the back three. Rodri, De Bruyne, Alvarez and Eze, the midfield diamond, with Bob on the right, Doku on the left, and Erling Haaland through the middle of the bench. We've got Jack Grealish, Nico Riley, Mateo Kovacic, Rico Lewis. We also have Zubamendi, Walker and Ake, no Barco, no Foden, no Edison Carson, no Savio, no Diaz, who once again is tired, no Nunez is injured, and no Ceballos, who signed in January. That's the side that will hopefully lead us to a double today, and a double this season in Season 2 under Pep Guardiola. So FA Cup final at Wembley Stadium. Manchester City take on Leicester City. A former City assistant in Enzo Mansqueda comes up against his former employer, Manchester City, and his former coach, Pep Guardiola. It is City versus Leicester City for that trophy right there. City looking for the double. So it's the FA Cup final, Manchester City versus Leicester City. City can do the double here with a win today. Leicester City, their second time in the FA Cup final. Leicester leave it. Rodri can't get there to stop it from going out for a throw into Leicester. Good start by Leicester City here in the FA Cup final. Really good start here. It's Luke Thomas. Daka. Patson Daka bends one. Palmed away by Ortega. What a start by Leicester. Leicester City countering numbers again. Mavidi. Past the Kanji. Mavidi. Mavidi! Oh, what a save by Ortega. City should be behind here in the FA Cup final. What a terrible start. What a terrible start by Manchester City in this FA Cup final. Eze. Eze for City. Oh, he's lost it in a bad position there, Eze. Patson Daka takes it off. Akanji! And Leicester City punishes and they take the lead in the FA Cup final. What a mistake by Eze. And Patson Daka scores. Massive mistake by Eze. And Patson Daka scores. Past Ortega, City are 1-0 down in the FA Cup final to Leicester City. Daka scores. That's horrible from Eze. Eze for City. Wide to Doku. Doku, lovely skill. Jeremy Doku, 1-1. What a goal from Jeremy Doku. City equalised like that. Eze with the assist and Jeremy Doku with a beautiful finish. What a goal from Doku, skipping in and out of the challenges. Weaving inside here. Gets in this position, opens up his body on his weaker left foot. And it's off the post and in. Nice finish by Doku. City equalise against Leicester City here. 1-1. Into De Bruyne. De Bruyne in. It's Eze who attacks it. It's away by Leicester City. And Patson Daka counters. And Rodri quickly across. He can't take it off Daka. Great play from Daka. Leicester counter. Daka in numbers. Pass Gvardiol. Patson Daka. Stones in there as well. Patson Daka pulls one back here. What a block by Rodri. It was him. And Alvarez away for Eze. And given away by Alvarez. It just might be this time. Luke Thomas. Penalty. Akanji gives away a penalty. Well, it's going to happen. It's when you keep giving the ball away like complete idiots. Patson Daka, it's saved by Ortega, the penalty. Well, he saves Akanji's blushes, but if you keep giving the ball away like complete idiots in the middle, you're going to get caught out eventually. Manchester City were. Eze. Eze, lovely switch out to Oscar Bob here. Bob with a chance. Bob into the middle. Haaland here. Haaland! Saved by Hermansen just. And Vestergaard away. Spins, and that is half time. City 1, Leicester City 1 in the FA Cup final. But we've been poor. City, Rodri. Got space for Doku now. Gvardiol finds Jeremy Doku. Doku. Haaland. Eze, little back heel. Alvarez! 2-1 Manchester City. Assist for Eze and City take the lead. 2-1. This is a stressful game, this FA Cup final. Good play here. Into Haaland, onto Eze, little back heel. Through to Alvarez, It's a free net against Mads Hermansen. He's not missing that one, Julian Alvarez. 2-1 Manchester City. Come on. De Bruyne. Keeps it in into Oscar Bob. Bob well played. Rodri. Kanji. Back to Rodri. Alvarez. Through to Eze here. Eze! Well, what a goal record he has. 3-1 City, the FA Cup final. It's Eze again. And City lead by 3-1. What a goal by Eze. What a goal by Eze. Played in by Alvarez. One touch. Left-footed shot. Across the keeper. 3-1 Manchester City in the FA Cup final. That might just finish the game off there. 2 goals. Leicester City have got to come out the blocks now, haven't they? And really come at City. And Haaland's won it back again for City. Wanted to go through that gap. Couldn't do. Vestergaard's done really well. And switched it fantastically. Vestergaard. Here's Zawalska. Tackle by Vardiol. Good challenge. No way is that a foul. Clear winning the ball by Vardiol. The referee gives a free kick there to Leicester. I don't understand that. As they try and push Bob. De Bruyne. In behind to Oscar Bob. Here's Bob. Away from Luke Thomas. Bob. Into Haaland. Haaland with a chance! Oh, what a goal from Haaland. 4-1 City. The FA Cup. The double is coming to Manchester. What a goal from Haaland there. Assisted by Oscar Bob. And that is one hell of a finish, isn't it, from Erling Haaland here. He lifts it over Admanson. Oh, the keeper should do so much better, shouldn't he? Let's make some changes. Alvarez is going to come off here for Mateo Kovacic. Kyle Walker for Manu Akanji. Jack Grealish for Jeremy Doku. Right he goes. Good play from Leicester City. Chance! Oh, what a goal! What a goal by Leicester City's number 32. It's Fabian Ruiz with an absolute wonder strike. Takes it so well here. And puts it right at the top corner past Ortega. What a finish by Fabian Ruiz. 4-2. Leicester City are still in this FA Cup final. Spectacularly. Wish out to Haaland. On to Bob here. Well played Haaland. Oscar Bob. Oscar Bob. Oh, Yannick Vestergaard makes the challenge on Bob. Unlucky. Vestergaard. Back to Hermansen. Leicester play it out from the back. That's the full-time whistle gone anyway. Manchester City win the FA Cup. Manchester City win the FA Cup. The Premier League and FA Cup double is done by Manchester City. No Champions League, no European trophy this season. But you can't complain with an FA Cup and a Premier League double, can you really? 5 years in a row we've won the Premier League. We win only the 3rd or 4th FA Cup of our time since in recent years. Celebrations between the players here who will be celebrating into the night after another successful season by Pep Guardiola and his Manchester City team. City unstoppable. And let's enjoy the trophy lift now. Kevin De Bruyne lifting another trophy. Kevin De Bruyne enjoying another game for Manchester City. We didn't make it easy against Leicester at all, but we've gone and won it, haven't we? So our up step to players. Kevin De Bruyne, Erling Haaland. There is De Bruyne. City win the FA Cup. De Bruyne with a trophy in his hand. A double for Manchester City this season. You just can't stop winning. Who've dominated everything. And Manchester City are FA Cup winners. Let's have a look before we end the game and end the episode with Performs the Match. Before the final episode, the next one, where we do a full season roundup and we look at all the stats of these players, because some of these players have achieved incredibly ridiculous numbers this season. Man City, double winners. EA Sports give man of the match to Eze in the midfield, but I'm going to give it to Erling Haaland. A goal today. I know Eze got a goal and 2 assists. Wow, I didn't realise his numbers were that good. Haaland held everything up, and I think Haaland held us together. 7.7 rating for Haaland. That ends today's episode. City, Premier League and FA Cup winners. Full season roundup coming up next in the next episode, and the end of season awards, and so much more. Thank you for watching. Please do like the video if you haven't already. Please do subscribe to the channel if you are new. This has been such a successful season. If you want to see these videos early, if you already want to be on season 3, then why don't you join the We Are City Members Club and see all these episodes early. We'll see you next time.